Well, it's big. It's a big question. Yes, everything.
Part of where I resonate with the question that you're asking is similar to the question that yours asked about standing on this bridge between one place and another. So I would ask you a question. Let's say you go to an Aikido seminar and you share a room with a good friend. And in that, over the night, this friend has a nightmare. And this friend gets up out of their bed and they think that you are an intruder in the room. So they grab a bolt can and they're going to bash your head in. What do? On one level, there's still somebody you love, there's still somebody you care about. On another level, this bolt can is coming at you. What do you want to do? And I've asked many people this question, and you get a lot of thought, well, I move in a way that I'm harmonized with their movement to take their bolt can, pin them down in such a way that I don't hurt them, blah, 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 blah. But fundamentally, when you break it down, the goal is to wake them up. To wake them up. You're having a nightmare. I'm not your enemy. Right? And when you're in the dojo and when you're training and you're under pressure, all this crap comes out. Uke becomes the enemy so quickly, even when he or she is not. But we train. We train under pressure as a way to find a way to transform this pressure, this nightmare that's happening inside of us, into something creative. Because the nightmare is contagious, right? So here we are, we place ourselves under pressure so our system feels that quality of that nightmare, and what do we do with it? We don't go into the nightmare, we wake ourselves up out of the nightmare and stay involved and create something positive out of this experience of being under pressure. So then when you walk outside the dojo and you get somebody cutting you off or taking your parking spot, or your boss saying, "Oh, we need to talk," and here you are, life's bringing you pressure. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to go into the nightmare, or are you going to wake up? And if you wake up, are you going to stay involved? And if you can stay involved, can you create something out of that? And the thing is, everybody hears that emotionally, right? And you've seen examples of it in history. Gandhi and Martin Luther King, they take these opportunities of huge movements of crisis in society, and they do Aikido with them. But it was only until Sensei, at least from what I can see in history, human history, that actually, here's an individual who actually did it under physical attack, which is radically new. And we still, we have nonviolent communication skills and all these things, but when it comes down to the body, most of us are still stuck at the animal kingdom. We're not absorbing these energies as a way to become creative with them. We still bite back. And it's not just, and globally, we're still stuck here, folks. We are. And even and don't get me wrong, but even in the Aikido world, we're still stuck here. We're still in the bite back mode. So waking up out of the nightmare, Aikido has the potential to train us to be able to do that. And I think that's what's so exciting about it. And not to be weak, not to be a victim, and definitely, my God, not to do polite jiu-jitsu. Aikido's not polite jiu-jitsu. You got to have some courage to do it, to stand in that space, to be able to accept the energy coming at you, and to hold your own, and wake up, and be creative with it. So for me, that's that bridge, to be able to hold the bridge where you see the person underneath. I love you, and at the same time, we need to talk. We need to move. I need to respond. Dominique and I do conflict resolution programs for psychiatric nurses and doctors in hospitals, and they're exactly in that same position. caregiver with their patient and the patient's trying to kill them. They can't do self-defense because if they do, the therapeutic relationship is over. And yet they have to respond. They can't just sit there and become victimized by their patients because then the therapeutic relationship is over as well. So how do you hold both sides? How do you stand on the ground where on one level you say, I love you, and on the other level, you do what's necessary in order to be able to respond to the situation at hand? And what I found is that actually, when you don't respond in the nightmare, when you actually respond from care and love and concern, you are far more powerful, far more efficient, and far more capable than when you are in the nightmare and believe that aggression is your biggest ally. But that's an old belief structure. It's still hardwired in our system. And that's not a problem, but we need to evolve.
So in my daily life, there's a lot of room for improvement.